It's News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is the first Thursday of the month, and you know what that means. It's time for Chamber on the Air. Joining me now, I've got Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. And Lisa, it's always great to see your smiling face.
Hey, Dave, thank you. Yeah, today's a beautiful day. A lot of reasons to smile. And boy, isn't it? I think I say this every month, but is it really August? Like, are we really at August? Wow.
It's flying by.
Yeah, it is flying by. So, hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Chamber on the Air, and I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. And this is a fun opportunity for us to get to share some stories with our members. We have 4 chamber member guests today that we will be chatting with, and I invite you to stay tuned for that because they've got some great information, some kind of that behind the scenes stuff, and you know all those questions that you wonder in your head. So let us know at the chamber if you have those questions, and we'll be happy to find the answers and have our members share their stories with you. Before we get started with our chamber members and their great information that we're going to talk about, everything from cybersecurity and a new name to pork chops, birthdays and anniversaries. These guys didn't realize we're going to talk about their birthdays and how. No, we're not going to do that. Secret safe with me. But I would like to invite everyone to continue using or start using your Super Summer Savers shopping card from the Chamber. We've had some great offers from more than 30 local businesses where you can get some great discounts, some buy one, get one free, all those kind of things. And those offers are good through the end of September. So we wanted to make sure that those offers were good throughout the summer as well as into that back to school time. And we'll also be treating our Wissota guests to the Super Summer Savers shopping spree. We are going to do our final reprint in August, and if you're a chamber member and would like to get an offer on the card and boost some traffic in your business, feel free to let us know and we'll get you added to the Super Summer Savers shopping card. Also want to let you know that we are opening the application period for our Ignite Community Leadership Program. That class of 2026 will start in January and go through May. And we have room for 12 participants. The application and information is all on our website, but just in a nutshell, the Ignite Community Leadership Program is a combination of leadership skill development and community connections. And we've had a couple classes go through it. They've found it very valuable, a lot of fun, making some great connections in the community. And of course, it is that time of year for the Chamber Golf Scramble. This year, it's our 21st annual Golf Scramble. The event will be on Thursday, August 21st, and our theme is Blackjack and Birdies. See the 21 going on there. You do have to be 21 to be on the course. And we have room for about 4 more teams, 1 more tee sponsor. And if you just want to help out for part of the day and be involved, we've got room for some volunteers too. So we're looking forward to being out at the Pebble Lake Golf Club, having lunch and supper provided with Palmer's Kitchen and Bar. Should be a great day. It's really about building and strengthening those relationships out on the green. And then we're going to wrap up August with a Capital City construction and remediations, ribbon cutting, and open house on Monday, August 25th. So if you want more details about things going on with the Chamber as well as with our members that are going on, check out our website at fergusfalls.com. You'll find a great community events calendar. There'll be job postings on there, special deals, great business directory, all kinds of information about our members. And so we are going to get started with that. We are going to visit with Dan Cutter is here. He's the owner, Chief Technology Officer. He's the owner of Digital Guru. You may know that they've got a Fergus Falls location that is right next to Gate City, right sandwiched between Gate City Bank and Tisdall Chiropractic and Northwestern Bank. But their headquarters are in Wahpeton. And Dan's joining us on the show today because one of the big reasons is, that cybersecurity thing is going on not just in our personal computing, but also in our businesses. And Dan just recently came back from, was it Green Bay?
Yes.
Dan, did you have to wear green? Like, did you
No,
have to wear the
no,
green
they
and
did
gold? I
not,
know Dave could provide you with some of that, Packer gear, but
I was able to give my presentation without the cheese hat.
so that would have been probably pretty historic. But anyhow, you had just come back from a conference presenting on cybersecurity, and let's touch on some of those things that businesses are facing today when it comes to cybersecurity awareness, as well as kind of that prevention. Like, where should they be at?
Yeah, so, there's just a lot going on. You guys probably see it daily in the regular news, all the cybersecurity breaches that are happening. Last time I was here, thanks for having me back, by the way.
You bet.
Last time I was here, there were 10 states that had some type of legislation revolved around cybersecurity. Today, they're all 50 do.
Wow.
And we're anticipating some pushback from the government. We're not exactly sure who's going to enforce it quite yet.
Right.
But there is expect some regulations coming down from a government level, actually requiring businesses to partake in some type of cybersecurity. I don't know what that looks like yet. I'm sure it'll be really similar to things that are happening over in Europe. They have much stricter cybersecurity regulations than we do.
Sure.
So we're just really there's two levels. One, there's being proactive and making your staff aware is probably step one, and then step two is getting yourself in a mature posture with your cybersecurity, so that way when these regulations do come down, you're able to implement them with very little interruption to the business and financial pain as well.
Right. And, really that cybersecurity, it's the technology has hit us at a very rapid pace that some of us old people are not quite used to, or, hard to keep up with. And cybersecurity continues to change, but having all those preparations done at home office, business primarily, is really like insurance. Like, you need to have it, but you hope you don't have to use it. And so if you're prepared, you should be set up pretty well then.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, just getting some type of proactive stance on cybersecurity can make all the difference. The things that we're seeing and the exploits, and especially with AI, it has just been rapidly excelled.
Yeah.
They're using all kinds of tactics, both digitally and what we call engineering.
Sure.
So they'll actually, call or play on the heartstrings of, particular circumstances or that you have going on personally or in your business.
They find out ways to know things.
Yeah, it's really scary. I won't share, but we've had some very, very, very scary situations come through. So we've also had a lot of near misses, and our cybersecurity software has caught some really crazy things. So really important to have some type of cybersecurity in your business this day and age.
And this is a great time to be looking at that in your business too, especially if you haven't for a while. You get so, especially small businesses, you get so busy running the business and being involved in it that you don't think about these things. That's where you guys can come in and really, you guys can be the experts at thinking about cybersecurity so the businesses don't have to.
That's exactly what we're here for. One-stop solution. We come in, not just update your, cybersecurity posture, but we get immersed in your IT infrastructure and really begin, some life cycling. We condense all your vendors. You got one company to deal with, whether it's the IT PC side of it, the cloud components, backup, phone security, as well as we do have a technology system contractor division doing security cameras, data cabling, commercial audio, video, and door access as well.
Sure, and those have gotten to be more popular. So Dan, if folks want to kind of get the ball rolling, what would be their first step? Now they're hearing this, they're going, yeah, I probably should do that. Well, it's back to school, folks. Let's let's get into that mode.
Yeah, no, with summer, coming to an end here, and the Windows 11 deadline, October 14th. So anybody running Windows 10 needs to get their PC updated to 11 before October 14th. They have really went a little heavy on the requirements for Windows 11, in my opinion.
Sure.
It takes some pretty decent hardware to get there, and we're finding that there's a lot of people with PCs and gear out there that just is not going to make the cut. And so
you guys can help folks make that
Yep.
transition.
Whether it's just updating what you got, or getting you into something new. But October, like I said, October 14th is coming fast.
Well, fantastic.
So-
Well, it is coming fast, and there is a way to get it taken care of. You guys can do that.
Yeah, give us a call. There's no fee to at least do a consult. Give us a holler, talk to the sales team. Would love to come in, just do some type of an assessment. Give you a good understanding of what your present posture is, and see what we can do to be a little more proactive with it rather than reactive.
Fantastic. Well, we'll bring you back up again, and we'll talk about more things. We could do a whole show on this technology stuff. I do
We
believe.
sure could.
But we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to talk United Way now. Jen Jabas is here joining us with the newly named United Way.
Lakes and Prairies. So,
Yay!
I know. We're so excited. And if I had confetti to throw, we would just add to the excitement in the room here.
I think we should do that, though. We should
think-
come and do a ribbon cutting
We
with
should.
confetti.
I love that.
Yeah,
The
let's do
confetti makes it, right?
We're
You have to
brainstorming
have
on
silly
air.
string. You're imagining it now for those of you who are listening, hopefully. But yeah, we're so excited to finally be merged together. We've been longtime partners and neighbors for so many years, the United Way serving Otter Tail and Wadena counties, as well as the United Way serving Douglas, Pope, and parts of Todd counties. And as you can hear, that is a mouthful of counties to
Yes.
share. And so we really want to celebrate what makes our area unique and what our region is all about, which is our lakes and prairie. And so we couldn't think of a better name to represent all of us and yet maintain what makes us special and unique in each of our communities. So yeah, super pumped about it.
Absolutely. And of course, as we talked about being at the back to school time of year, stuff the bus and filling backpacks. I'm sure your offices are overwhelmed with pencils and notepads and folders and all the stuff the kiddos need.
Oh my goodness. And for kids, it's just like each of us who is going back to work each day. We need the tools to be successful. And so for our students, they need tools to be successful too. And the communities are so wonderful and responsive and generous in their donations, both financial contributions as well as supplies. So we've had Stuff the Bus bins and boxes out throughout our entire region. And there are volunteers over in the Fergus office right now, busy stuffing and packing and tagging and getting those bags ready for the kids to go out. And we see over 700 kiddos right here in the Otter Tail Wadena counties area. There's another 500 kiddos in Douglas and Pope. So you can imagine over 1,000 kids that wouldn't have had the tools that they need to be successful if it wasn't for such a generous community. So it's exciting to be a part of something that makes such a huge impact. And it's so fun to see the kids get excited about what they're receiving, because that's like a new outfit. You get to put this cool backpack on that you just love and go to
better
school
than
proud.
opening up a new box of crayons. Love that smell.
I am with you there. Yes.
Well, and you guys have some opportunities that folks can volunteer to come in and fill backpacks for a while.
We do. So you can check out, actually just contact the office directly. I think the best way right now, because we're filling those spots as we go, would be to call the Fergus office at 218-736-5147. But we are also looking for people to help us once they're packed. And that's going to be the week of August 18th. We need people to help us deliver them to the schools.
Sure.
So if you've got a vehicle that you can load some backpacks into and help us get them out across the community, we would love that. We want them in the schools and ready for those open houses so kids have what they need to get going.
Fantastic. Well, and you have an event going on this afternoon in Fergus Falls, too.
Today, yes, at Dr. Magnuson Park. So if you haven't heard yet, we know you're going to be excited about it next year, but it's not too late to get in on it. We have a traveling treehouse, and what that is a mobile learning center that travels across the region and provides provide 75 minutes of literacy-based activities for kids. We target ages 3 through about 11, so it's your pre-K to K, but everyone is welcome, and we have licensed teachers who prepare curriculum, and they build everything around it. So this week's theme is bees. There's a lot of buzz about it, so check out the bees and the buzzing. But today, this afternoon, actually, from 1 to 2:15 at Dr. Magnuson Park, our teachers will pull up, and they will read stories, play games, do crafts, eat snacks, and every child leaves with a free book in 75 minutes. So lots of fun happening. That happens today, and next week's our last week, and our theme is celebration. So if you can't make it today, join us next week. And if you're wondering about other locations, check out our webpage because we are traveling all over the region. Tomorrow we'll be in Perham and Wadena. So lots happening with the Traveling Treehouse.
Absolutely. And what a great thing to do, especially August. Perfect timing, as there may have been kids who uttered the words, "I'm bored." Now we've got something fun and exciting for them to do, and mom or grandma or dad and grandpa didn't have to plan it. So let's touch quickly, Jen, on some of the other things that are coming up that folks can find out more about on your website.
Yes. So I'll give you a little teaser of some events. United is the Way is our campaign theme. So if you haven't heard our theme yet, that's a release too. But that's how we do our work, united together as a community. It's not United Way alone. It's united as a community. So we're really lifting that up. And if you want to learn more about that, we'd love to share more about that, but go to our website and see some of the events that help generate the dollars that go right back into our local community. So we've got a trap shoot coming up in September, on September 16th, that we're inviting the whole region to be a part of. So for details on that, or to form a team of 5 participants, check out the webpage. We have registration information there. And then we're doing some chili cooking. So in October, we're going to be cooking chili, 2 different chili cook-offs across our entire region. So check out the locations there. And just a little teaser, a Live United Luncheon will be here in November, where you're going to get to not only hear about the impact that you've been a part of, but to serve alongside of us and make a difference in the lives of local kids right here. Fantastic. So lots of teasers.
Yeah, lots of good stuff happening with United Way. And United Way has been successful in our region for so many years, like you said, with the generous support of so many of our local businesses. And one of those local businesses is celebrating an anniversary in their Fergus Falls office this year. Daryl Schreiber is joining me with Comstock Construction. And happy birthday. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Yep. 25 years in Fergus Falls for Comstock. Last year got to celebrate with the Comstock crew 100 years Comstock's been in business. So pretty exciting to be a part of that. Absolutely.
And it really takes a supportive community and a dedicated family to help build a business that lasts for 100 years, with 25 of those years right here in Fergus Falls. And that just seems like it went by so quickly.
Yep. It seems like time's flying by. 100 years, I definitely haven't been around that long. I do remember when the Comstock building went up here. They do have one. We also have a building up in Fargo, and the new news is we are looking at starting a new base in Aberdeen, South Dakota now.
Wow.
So Comstock is expanding, and we just keep growing. So
you guys really do. I mean, you're serving the region, and so many of the projects are things that are, they're big projects. How many folks have been at the Speece Riverfront Park and Pavilion over this summer? There's always celebrations and activities going on there. And that was just a great local project.
Yep, the Speece project was a good local one. D Lagoon, we did some work out there. A lot that some people don't know is we do my kind of role in Comstock is $500 project up to $50 million.
Sure.
I do a lot of the small stuff, maintenance stuff that facilities guys just can't keep up with or just don't have the manpower. So give me a call.
So if folks are interested, there might not be a too small a job or a too big a job?
Absolutely, yep.
Never hurts to ask, right?
Everybody thinks Comstock is big, but yeah, I'm the guy that likes to run all the small stuff. If you need a window replaced or door replaced, I'm the guy to call.
Sure, absolutely. Well, and those are, things that are hard to come by, especially somebody as experienced as you are when it comes to that construction and running a business and all those different things.
Yeah, I've ran my own business. My grandpa was a carpenter. My dad was a carpenter once upon a time and then drove truck. But I got into it just because that's where it fell in and it made sense. So kind of ran with it. I've been away from it a little bit, worked for architect firms and stuff like that, but always kind of based back to that construction area somehow.
Yep. And speaking of, we were talking with Jen about giving back to the community. Comstock has been such a huge supporter in so many projects and so many efforts in our community. And I just want to say thank you to you, Daryl, for serving as a volunteer on our board of directors too. So giving back of time is another key that makes the Fergus Falls area successful.
Absolutely. Yep. I was born and raised here, so it was a great way when I was asked to just give back to the community. I mean, I like helping out at the events, giving my input here and there, and it works out good.
Yeah. Well, we're going to switch gears from a Comstock, celebration of 25 years in Fergus Falls to finishing up a Comstock project at Pioneer Care. Nathan Johnson is joining me. And Nathan, you guys are like, I didn't really plan it this way, but if you've been working together on a project for a while, let us know how that's going.
Yeah, this is pretty cool to be sitting across the table from Comstock. They've been a great partner on our project. But just a little over a year ago, we broke ground, so to speak, on a renovation project in our nursing home. And the renovation project is really two goals. It's to, enhance the spaces within our building to provide for a higher quality of life and higher quality of care for the people that we serve. And also the project is important because it helps us unlock some special reimbursement that we otherwise wouldn't be eligible for through the state of Minnesota.
That's very important.
Yeah, that'll just help, sustain our future going forward.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and it's not too late for folks to get involved in being supportive of this project. You guys have a fun event at Speece Riverfront Park.
Yes,
next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Super excited about this. It's a public event. It's open for everybody. We're calling it Chops, Hops, and Bingo.
I love it.
And so let me explain.
Three of my favorite things.
Yeah, we tried something like this a couple of years ago. It was called Hops, Hymns, and Hot Dish, and it was really fun. So this is kind of the new twist.
New menu.
The new menu, yeah. Chops, Hops, and Bingo. So it's going to be on August 12th, this coming Tuesday, at the Speece Riverfront Park from 5 to 7:30 p.m. And so the chops part of this is being provided by the Underwood Lions, their famous pork chops,
so
right? So they themselves have a huge following. Yep. Exactly. So we're very grateful. They're donating 500 pork chops. So once they're gone, they're gone.
So get there
early. And then the hops part of this, we partnered with Outstate Brewing, and so they will be there pouring hops if you're interested in that, and they're donating part of their proceeds back to our capital campaign.
Very cool.
And then the bingo, of course, we're going to play bingo because everybody loves bingo, especially in our line of work, right? So the Elizabeth Lions have agreed to conduct, the bingo game for us. We're going to play 25 games. It's $1 a card. The special games are $3 a card, cash prizes. So
bring your ones.
Bring your ones. Bring your ones.
Bring your singles.
Yeah.
Well, what a fun way to gather some community and truly celebrate all the work that, is done at Pioneer Care and to raise some funds for this renovations that's wrapping up, which is so exciting. Yeah. There are just so many different ways to get involved with Pioneer Care, whether it's volunteers, tours, all those different things. And you guys have provided such great care to so many residents you guys are over 100 years now?
Yeah, so we were founded in 1928, so it'll be 97 years this October.
Wow.
And, of course, our organization represents one of the many wonderful healthcare organizations in this community that provide formal caregiving supports.
Yes.
What's interesting, Lisa, is that so many people in our community, well, the data shows about 25% of our friends and neighbors are providing informal caregiving support to loved ones or friends. And so our intent behind doing a public event like this is really just to get all those groups together. Anybody who's interested in supporting caregiving and celebrating aging and just making, meaningful connections to support each other.
Should be a great event.
That's what this event is about.
Chops, Hops, and Bingo, Tuesday, August 12th at the Speece Riverfront Pavilion, starting at 5 o'clock. So we encourage folks to come down for that, visit our beautiful downtown. And if you're looking for more information about anything or anyone or any business or organization that we've talked to today, check out the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com. We are up and over the top of the hour, so I'm going to turn it back over to you, Dave. We want everyone to have a great week. And we're done.
Yay!
I'm like, oh!
I think you could be in this line of work. You were very good
No.
at tying us all together. I mean, you just,
I can do
you
one
really
show
did a
more.
fantastic job. That's
you.
wonderful.
Thank you.